I'm JD Strider. I'm the vocalist.
I'm Katie. I play guitar and I sing.
I'm Z. I play bass and do backup vocals.
Hey guys, I'm Johnny PC and I do featured vocals. I'm Crow and I play drums.
I'm Chris and I do rhythm guitar and backup vocals.
Well, the band was actually named by Mr. Chris Parker over here all of 2.5 years ago. We were racking our brains for names, and I would throw a bunch of awesome names at him, and he was just like, eh.
I was just tearing them down.
If we didn't use it, it wasn't awesome.
Exactly.
So one day he just had this meditative state, and then he came to me,
Oh yeah, it was
what
great.
about Final Confession? Like, oh my god! So that's how we named our band.
He woke up in a cold sweat, man.
A lot. It was very cold.
Yeah.
We draw our influences from everything. We all have our different influences. We all grew up listening to similar music. Like we can all say we grew up listening to Winter Sevenfold, that kind of stuff. But we do bring in influences, as individuals as well. Like I'm influenced a lot by Of Mice and Men and Bring the Horizon style vocals. Whereas I'm also influenced a lot by 80s.
Yeah, the same. My music taste is always evolving, and it's cool because as musicians, as you come to know more different types of music, you can bring that into your music and change your style of writing. And that's why we keep things fresh. That's why all of our new songs, always sound different and more exciting. And so that's the beauty of us, is because we're different enough to be interesting, but we're the same enough to work together. So.
Started out with us three, and in all honesty, it's been 2 years now, and I can honestly say that this is the best we've done it yet, because not only are involved as musicians, but we've evolved as people. I used to be in a real angry state before I joined these guys, and then I joined them, and they honestly showed me a whole new life and showed me that there is good people in the world and stuff like that. I used to hate everybody, but now I'm starting to like other people. So.
Just evolving more as musicians, we're more evolving as people as well. I've noticed all of us have kind of influenced each other as well. We've slowly developed and picked up each other's traits, which has been kind of cool.
Yeah.
So
before I met JD, I used to hate cats. Now I love him because he's so
Everyone loves
Just-
cats now.
It's
I'd
just
like
such
to
a
point out that
diverse-
when you were walking into the venue and you stopped to look at that cat in the window,
Of course.
there were guys watching you thinking you were insane because they didn't see the cat.
You are insane.
They looked at me and they're like, "Is he okay?" And I'm like, "There's a cat in there. He's not crazy."
Strider loves kitties.
Hashtag Strider loves kitties.
I do love kitties. The thing I love most about this band is that, the band isn't just made up of musicians. It's made up of a complete family. Like, just because, if all of us are sitting in this room right now, this isn't all of the band. The whole band is the people that make sure we're set up on stage, the people that help us every night. Like, we're not just friends, we're not just a band, we're a family. And it's beautiful. That's what I love the most about this, is that it's
And
home.
it's so rare, like I was talking to someone the other day and they're like, "Does everyone in your band get along?" And I said, yeah, all the time. And they're like, "That's weird."
We love each other's company, as
Yeah.
weird as it is.
Yeah.
We have to force ourselves to be apart and go
No, I can just
It's
leave.
tough.
Well,
and go walk around and explore things.
We hug often.
Yes.
What about,
yeah, we do. It's all we
what
do.
about you, Chris? What do you enjoy about the band?
I just gotta say, I love just being able to work with such gifted musicians, because before I joined this band, I was not very good at any kind of music theory, but they've taught me all sorts of things about it, so now I know all sorts of creative tricks to do, new ways to write riffs. So these guys have taught me so much more about music than I thought I could know.
I'd honestly say the thing I like the most about playing with this band is the choreography, because with every other band I've ever been with, I was like, hey, we need to do this, we need something different, we need to show people that we're more than just music, that we can stay in sync with everything we've ever done or will do. And these guys are the first band I've ever been with that did it, and it's awesome.
Speaking of choreography, I learned all of my choreography from this guy. I would just stand in one spot. But anyway, my favorite thing is, it's the only place I actually belong. Nowhere else in my life feels right unless I'm with my band. So, everything, I guess.
So far, what's the biggest stepping stone that you guys have achieved as a band
Tonight,
tonight?
because every time that we get together and do something, we step up the level. So I would have to say, at this current moment, this is the highest level we've ever been
I'm
at.
gonna go to Crow. What does the metal scene like in Michigan? And you can be honest, you don't have to sugarcoat it.
I mean, in all honesty, man, it's dying. I hate to say it, and it's weird too, because before I actually joined these guys, I was never into the scene. I didn't know there was a scene out here, because I used to go to school for jazz and stuff, and then I joined them, and I was like, this is actually kind of cool. I'll do this, but it's dying. But I don't want to sound arrogant or pretentious or whatever. But I feel like we're one of those bands that's gonna come out of Michigan, but still show people hey, go back to Michigan. That's where we came from. There's people there who still want to do what we do, and if it's I feel like this place, the scene would be so much better if if bands would be like us and just well, not like us, just realize that bands need to come together and work together, because you got bands rivaling with that band for fans who don't even know who you are because you're so busy fighting with each other over who's gonna play that show or whatever. There's there's no need for all that hate. There's only so many of us out here who are actually gonna go somewhere. Why not work together?
Every
Fish out
scene
there at
has
the bar.
different qualities and different types of people who make it up.
Yeah.
And one of the biggest parts of being a successful band is learning how to work with all those different types of people.
Yeah.
If we go out to Saginaw, there's a certain type of people that we are appealing to. If we go out to Flint, there's a certain type of people. If we're down here in the Detroit area, there's a certain type of people that we appeal to.
Yeah.
And once, we're good at, making those people happy and giving them a good time, a good show, then we've achieved what we have to.
it means everything. This is everything I want. These are the people that I've looked for my entire life. This band means everything to me, and I seriously couldn't ask for a better team.
You guys can cry.
I
You can
just
cry
have
in this
weird-
interview.
I almost just cried.
Barbara Walters.
I get really emotional. I really do.
Oh, we're gonna you're gonna cry again.
No,
Not
not
again
again.
tonight.
I mean, this band to me means, in all honesty, that if I die, I die doing something that I love. It's like, it gave me something to live for. It's like, before I was in a lot of gangs and stuff, like, before, way back in the day. I can't say that, but, I just did, so it doesn't matter. But, I mean, when I joined these guys, like, I know it sounds kind of cliche, but, a light came on, and I was like, it started out with them just giving me something to do on Saturdays, like actually go be in a band. Then I started playing shows. Then people actually started remembering my name when I was in this guy's band. I was like, these people actually care about us, and I see it evolving every day. And every day I wake up and I pinch myself and I go, you lucky son of a gun.
I feel like this band, it's one way or another, it's come out that it's saved each and every member of this band in some way. Saved us. Like, we all have a separate story, but somehow, some way, this was meant to happen. And why it's so important to me is because it pushes me to be who I am. Every waking minute we think about it, it's everything.
Right now we're recording for our new CD at the end of the world.
Our debut full length
Yes.
Full length at Undead Studios.
with Michael Masterson.
Thank you, Mike.
Did you just call him Michael Masters?
Some
Martinson.
Michael Martinson.
Well,
He is-
Michael-
well, he's-
Michael
well, he-
Masterson.
well, listen,
He's the master.
He's the master. So shut up, Strider.
Yeah,
But we do have that coming out
Mike
soon.
like that.
So, a new album.
New album. We do have a new single coming out pretty soon. 2 weeks.
Within the first week of May, we're going to be dropping a single. We don't know exactly the date on it yet, but the song's called Rise. It's about pretty much this is how we're going to rise to the top. That's what the whole song's about. It's a little cocky, but it shows a different side of the band. We've put out stuff before where,
Very humble.
Shows the
we've done our humble thing. Now we're ready to show the world, hey, listen to us.
Yeah.
We have a voice.
Come on, show the love. Here's the love.
I love everyone here.
I'm so glad you jumped on me.
Wait, Dave, get
Come
over.
on, get in here.
Get in
Get
there.
Put the camera down, Dave. Bring the camera. Get over here. Yeah.
That was great.
This is going to be Michigan Metal, Volume 1, Final Confession.
Next time you see us for volume 2,
It lies within, bitches!